Hi, this video is about solving physics problems. One way to solve physics problems is to guess. And by that I mean an acronym that has 5 steps. Now this is by no means the best way or the only way to solve a physics problem. It's just one way. And I always think it's good to follow these steps to help your brain think through a problem. So let's practice it together. So let's say you're running late for an early morning Yahtzee team practice at school, which starts at 7:30 a.m. sharp. You leave your house at 7:11 a.m. and you live 12 miles from the school. What average speed will allow you to be on time to practice? All right, so the given information is the first step, and we're going to use physics symbols to write down the given information. So if you look at the problem here, we've got some numbers that usually is a good indication of some information about quantities. It says that we live 12 miles from school, so that's a pretty easy one. But we're talking about a distance here, and so because of that, we're going to use the symbol delta x, which represents the change in position or the distance away, and that is equal to 12 miles. So this is like a little sentence that I'm writing, but it's instead of in English, it's in math. Delta x equals 12 miles, so we would read that as the distance is 12 miles. And then we have a time as well, which I can take from the word problem to be, what is it, 7:30 minus 7:11, so that's going to be at 19 minutes. So the time is 19 minutes. Or if I want to put this into hours, because I want my answer to be in miles per hour, I would multiply by 1 hour over 60 minutes. So essentially I'm dividing by 60. And when I do that, so that'll get rid of the minutes and it will give me a time of 0.32 hours. Okay, so I have a distance in miles and a time in seconds, or sorry, a time in hours. What is the unknown quantity? You can usually find the unknown quantity by reading the last sentence of the word problem. It's usually in the question that it asks you. Not always, but often you can find it there. So it says, what average speed will allow you to be on time to practice? So average speed is our unknown quantity that we want to find. So using more physics symbols, I'm going to write average speed is question. We don't know that. So this is the first and most basic step to solving word problems in physics, is to write down everything you know and don't know. From here, you can move on to the next step, which says equation. We're going to look for a physics equation or a relationship that connects our unknowns and our knowns. So we know delta x and t. We don't know the average speed. So how are these three things related to each other? Well, there's an equation for that, and that is the average speed is equal to the distance over time. So this is an equation that can be used to connect these relationships. Next, we're going to substitute. And so I'm going to rewrite the equation again, but instead of writing delta x, I'm going to substitute in the number, which is 12 miles for this particular problem. I'm using mi for miles. And I'm going to substitute in hours so I can have my answer in miles per hour. So this is now just a simple division problem, 12 divided by 0.32. But I'm going to continue to write average speed equals, because I'm trying to not just get a number, I'm trying to say something. I'm trying to come to an answer or a conclusion about this question. So I want to say the average speed is, and doing this math, we have 37.5 miles per hour, or mph I could write. And if you look back at the original problem, the number of significant figures that we're dealing with here in division, we got to take the lowest number of significant figures. Both of these values have 2 significant figures, 1, 2, 1, 2. So our final answer should also have 2 significant figures. And so, I can't erase that. That's weird. So I'm going to round this number so that it only has 2 significant figures in it, which means I'm going to round this third digit up to 38. So the average speed here is 38 miles per hour. And that is my answer. So I hope that helps you, and that's all I've got for you in this video. Remember, how you do anything is how you do everything.